Welcome, everyone. Today, we're breaking down a topic every gym goer debates at some point: building muscle naturally versus building muscle with supplements. Both sides have strong opinions, so let's dig into what really matters: results, health, cost, and sustainability.
Absolutely. And right away, when we say naturally, we're talking about muscle growth driven by training, whole foods, sleep, and recovery. No powders, no pills, just discipline. Supplements, on the other hand, are things like protein powder, creatine, pre-workout, and vitamins that people use to support that same process.
Let's start with natural muscle building. One of the biggest advantages is that it forces you to master the basics. You learn how to train properly, how to eat balanced meals, and how to respect recovery. There's no shortcut, so progress might be slower, but it's very real and long-lasting.
I agree. Natural muscle building builds patience and consistency. When you rely only on food, you become more aware of what you eat, your protein sources, carbs, fats, and overall calories. That awareness often leads to better overall health, not just bigger muscles.
Another huge benefit is safety. When you build muscle naturally, the risk of side effects is minimal. You're not stressing your digestive system with too many products, and you're not dependent on anything external to perform in the gym.
True, but we also have to be honest. Building muscle naturally can be challenging for people with busy lifestyles. Preparing meals, hitting protein targets, and recovering properly takes time. This is where supplements start to attract people.
Right, so let's talk about supplements. The biggest selling point is convenience. A scoop of protein after a workout is faster than cooking chicken and rice. Creatine can help improve strength and performance. Supplements can make hitting your nutrition goals easier.
And it's important to say this clearly. Supplements are not magic. They don't build muscle on their own. They only work if training, diet, and sleep are already in place. Without those, supplements are just expensive flavored powders.
Exactly. A lot of beginners think supplements will replace hard work. They buy everything: protein, BCAAs, mass gainers, without even having a proper workout plan. That's where disappointment happens.
On the flip side, for intermediate and advanced lifters, supplements can offer a small edge. For example, protein powder helps meet daily protein needs, and creatine has strong research backing its effectiveness for strength and muscle gains.
Cost is another major factor. Natural muscle building can actually be cheaper if you focus on simple foods like eggs, rice, lentils, chicken, and vegetables. Supplements can add a monthly expense that not everyone can afford.
That's true, especially in countries where supplements are imported and expensive. Many people don't realize they can build an impressive physique with local, affordable foods if their diet is structured properly.
Let's talk about results. With natural training, progress is slower but very solid. The muscle you build tends to be easier to maintain. If you miss a week or two, you don't lose everything.
With supplements, results might feel faster, especially in strength and recovery, but there's also a psychological dependency that can develop. Some people feel weak or unmotivated if they forget their pre-workout or protein shake.
That mental dependency is real. Ideally, supplements should support you, not control you. You should be able to train hard even without them.
Health-wise, natural muscle building usually wins. Whole foods provide fiber, micronutrients, and better digestion. Supplements, when overused or low quality, can cause bloating, stomach issues, or unnecessary stress on the body.
Another point is knowledge. When you build muscle naturally, you're forced to learn your body. You understand how you respond to volume, intensity, and rest. That knowledge stays with you forever.
I'd say the smartest approach for most people is a combination, but with a strong foundation. Start naturally, learn how to train and eat properly. Then, if needed, add basic supplements like protein or creatine as tools, not crutches.
I agree. Supplements should support a good routine, not replace it. If someone can't grow muscle naturally, supplements won't fix that problem.
So, if we had to give advice to beginners, focus on progressive training, whole foods, sleep, and consistency for at least 6 to 12 months before even thinking seriously about supplements.
And for those already training consistently, choose supplements wisely. Keep it simple, avoid hype, and remember that discipline beats any product on the market.
At the end of the day, whether you build muscle naturally or with supplements, the real key is consistency over years, not weeks. Muscles are built with time, effort, and commitment.
Well said. There's no single right answer, but there is a right mindset. Train hard, eat smart, recover well, and everything else is secondary.
Exactly. Build your body in a way that supports your health, your lifestyle, and your long-term goals. That's how real muscle is built.
Let's also touch on genetics, because people often overlook this. Some individuals gain muscle easily even without supplements, while others struggle despite doing everything right. Natural training teaches you to respect your own genetic limits instead of chasing unrealistic expectations.
That's an important point. Supplements can sometimes create false hope, making people believe they can bypass genetics. In reality, supplements might enhance what you already have, but they won't turn everyone into a professional bodybuilder.
Another aspect is discipline outside the gym. Natural muscle building demands better sleep habits. You quickly realize that staying up late, skipping meals, or being inconsistent directly affects your progress.
Supplements can't fix poor sleep or stress. You can take all the protein in the world, but if you're sleeping 4 hours a night, muscle growth will still suffer. Recovery is non-negotiable.
Let's talk about long-term motivation. People who build muscle naturally often develop a deeper connection to the process. They enjoy training for strength, health, and mental clarity, not just for quick physical changes.
Yes, while some supplement users get caught in a cycle of chasing the next product. When progress slows, instead of adjusting training or nutrition, they look for another supplement, which can become frustrating and expensive.
There's also the issue of misinformation. The supplement industry is heavily marketed. Natural training encourages people to rely more on proven principles rather than flashy promises.
Education is key. When you understand that muscle growth comes from progressive overload, adequate protein, and recovery, supplements become optional rather than essential.
For athletes and competitive lifters, supplements might have more value. When performance margins are small, even a slight boost in recovery or strength can matter.
True, but even at that level, the foundation remains natural habits. The best athletes in the world prioritize food, sleep, and structured training before adding supplements.
Another benefit of natural muscle building is body awareness. You learn hunger cues, energy levels, and recovery signals. That awareness helps prevent overtraining and injuries.
Supplements can sometimes mask fatigue. Pre-workouts, for example, might push someone to train hard when their body actually needs rest, increasing injury risk.
Let's also talk about sustainability. Can you maintain your physique if supplements disappear? Natural muscle building prepares you for that reality.
Sustainability is huge. A lifestyle that depends entirely on supplements may fall apart during travel, financial issues, or schedule changes.
Confidence is another underrated factor. Knowing you build your body mostly through discipline and effort creates a different level of self-respect.
I agree. That confidence transfers into other areas of life, work, relationships, and personal goals because you trust your ability to stay consistent.
So when people ask which is better, my answer is always context-based. Natural training is the base. Supplements are tools, not requirements.
And the smartest lifters are the ones who don't rush. They build habits first, then decide if supplements truly add value to their routine.
In the end, muscle building isn't about choosing sides. It's about choosing a method that fits your lifestyle, health, and long-term vision.
Exactly. Whether natural or with supplements, success comes from patience, education, and consistency. That's the real formula for building muscle.